Hello everybody and welcome back to another unit overview here in Top Troops, and we are carrying on our list of S plus tier units. We've had Werewolf, we've had Oni Warrior, and now this is my third selection for S tier units. It will be Toad Druid. Now, this is one of my favorite assassins that I pick up in Chambers of Destiny because, yeah, they get in on that back line, they do damage, they do poison, they stun them. It's just really good. Unfortunately, in my squad, he's still lower ranked because I've been saving medals and the like for Werewolf. But now that Werewolf is up there, I can start focusing on some of the other units a bit more, I think. But with that, let's jump in and see what this unit does. So as you can see, I've just filled in one little piece of gear here so far, just because of the low rank. So I still need to complete it. But the gear on Toad Druid is attack for me, just because, you know, they do get in on that backline and stun units, so they can do quite a bit of damage, which is really good. His special skills, firstly, is bounce. So when the battle starts, Toad Druid jumps to the opposite side of the battlefield, and on landing, an area radius of whatever your level is at will stun enemies for 1 second, pushing back and dealing 60% of his damage to them. So getting attack damage up, does more damage here as well, which is all good. His second skill, which here is said to be his main skill, is indigestion, where every 5 seconds Toad will spit out a cloud of poisonous gas in radius of 2 in front of itself, applying 1 stack of poison to enemies inside of the radius for 7 seconds. What does poison do? The target receives 1% of the attacker's base damage every second. Damage can be stacked. So yet again, the attack damage that we're getting from our gear here will feed into that. The third skill is Raining Frogs, where the duration of the stun applied by bounce will increase to, well, up to 5 seconds, which is all great. And then lastly, we have Slip and Slide, which is the radius of indigestion poison cloud increases to 3 or 5. 3 through to 5. Let's speak properly. Now, what is the skill order here? Firstly, I would most likely look at the main skill, skill 2, which is indigestion, and get this poison duration as high as possible. I will at least go to, let's say, 12 seconds. Yeah, double digits sound good. Before I move on to any of the other skills, when I do start investing in Toad Druid and leveling him. After that, I will most likely look at increasing the cloud radius, which is really good. More units being affected by the poison. And then I will look at, what is this? Stun duration, or the area of stun. Area of stun, I think, is a bit more important. Get more units stunned rather than longer stun. And yeah, that is how I will approach Toad Druid. Now, for the talent tree focus, there's quite a few things to take into consideration. But again, as we're trying to get, the attack so high, I will most likely go for the attack tree, which is the top part of the tree, and aiming for the attack damage and attack speed rather than focusing on life and block chance and defense and all of that. If we get those in our secondary stats from gear, that's great, but it's not something we'll be focusing on for Toad Druid. If you would like to do your own bit of research, or give your comment on what you think about Toad Druid, and if you think it should also be in S+ tier, do leave a comment. Alternatively, there's a lot of information out there on the units, the tiers, and you can find it on Reddit, on Discord, sites like allclash.com, a lot of places for you to read up and get some additional info. But I hope this was helpful, and see you guys soon. Cheers.